In this intimate and expansive session, I reconnect with Jedi, my cosmic cousin and dear Pasha guide, to explore what it means to truly feel. Together, we dive into sensual energy, emotional release, and the sacred art of opening up. As I allow deeper levels of connection to move through me, I begin to understand the real meaning of integration, not just spiritually, but energetically and emotionally. From root to heart, from solitude to soul family, this is a journey into the lion heart. I would like to commence a conversation with the Pashas, my friends, my cousins from the cosmos. Good morning. Jedi? Good morning, my friend. Not that I am trying to possess you. Or am I? Who is talking now? You say you don't mind being a little possessed if it feels right. Oh, thank you. I feel your energy more fully. I find it very lovely in multiple ways. I hope you don't mind. Quite all right. This is an example of a level of energy I'm used to, and I offer it as an example of holding more energy, including in the lower chakras. Initially, it felt like a surge to you, but now you feel it settle, the energy spread out and normalize, despite not actually dropping. Few of your species are patient enough with this energy in this way, and are continuously expending the energy in a wasteful way. As with what our cousins from Lyra said, there's nothing wrong with pleasure, but the habits of your people with the use of this energy, they are truly missing out. Thank you for affirming this with me. I can't help but smile at the word affirming. Okay, I get it. I received your question, and no, the physical pleasure you are speaking of, is it really physical? The physical action is received, it is understood by you as energy. So being energy beings, we are not actually missing out on any of the energy involved. We are not for lack of sensation, let's say, and in fact we have a whole great range of beautiful and pleasurable energies to experience. I would describe it as just energy, and that we have many pleasurable experiences in sharing, receiving, and being that energy. We just don't narrow things down as much into labels such as sexual energy, for that is not a common use or limitation. Since we are on the subject, can you describe to me the Pasha's reproduction? When a male lion and a female lion love each other very much. I tease, but it's something like we share our energy in a very deep way and give a part of ourselves. Not much different in that way, right? But there is also a more recognized connection, the desire of the incoming consciousness. You could say the male and female are working together to bring in the new consciousness as a complete paired, loving expression of our species. We have stepped more powerfully into our role as creator beings, so we understand this process from an energetic, thought form level. This was a necessary, significant aspect before our dropping of the physical form. For we are talking the evolution of a species, of a collective consciousness, and what is the single most important factor for the continuation and growth of a species. Wow, right, that is quite eye-opening. You really help me to consider things in a different and more wholesome way. Can I feel your energy some more? Never thought you'd ask. Tune in, notice, what does it feel like? Once you start to get used to it, it will not feel such a powerful wave, but you can feel more deeply, and that is up to you. We will not slap you across the face with a wet fish, so to speak. Yes, I feel just lovely. It's like once I'm tuning into it more, acknowledging the energy more, opening up. Ah, I see. It's about me opening up to it, receiving the wet fish. Oh, thank you. I love this on many levels. The many coalescing parts of me love once again. It's been a tough time for me. The fall, crash down to earth. Waking up here was scary at first. It's taken these 3 years to gain the confidence to go forth in this world. My cheeks are wet with tears, and I love it. For so many years, I could not shed a tear. I recognize now this was because I could not let go. But recognize, rejoice, you are releasing. And this includes some of your materials, medicines included. Finding how to open up and feel to a large extent by yourself, or from learning to ask for assistance from more than just your material world. You ask if we can work on the heart now, the lion heart. You ask to show what a true lion heart feels like. You are recognizing that there is a greater frequency disparity between us as recognized from the higher chakras. The frequency of the chakras, energy centers of the body stacking, a building of basic to finer waveforms. It is the more basic or fundamental of mine that you can feel at first. You feel my root essence and a bit of the sacral, my creative energy. You are recognizing now we have not quite connected above that energy, solar plexus, heart, and so forth. And yes, I would say 7 chakras are an oversimplification, but it is appropriate for this understanding. Consider basic form moving up to finer detail. So there is much more for you to discover, and it is up to you, for it would be inauthentic and not helpful for what you are asking for me to attempt to lower my energy for you to be more compatible. We, us, I, you, will continue to raise you up, gradually extending the range of your frequency, as well as others on your planet who seek or ask, desire, or are open. Really, they just need to be open and desire. This will be one of the main reasons for your channel, to open others up to a wider range of frequency, thus raising their functional vibration. You like saying my name, huh? Or at least the name I am presenting as. Feel better now? Oh, I did just grasp a core concept of how indeed I need to build my foundational frequency from the root up. This is why the outdoor nature grounding root, being more naked, creative, opening up of the sacral, and solar, allowing the influence of soul to help build the solar plexus, leading to more confidence, being more loving with others, the heart, being more open with my voice, the softness, range of expression. Wow. It's like it's all laid out, a roadmap. Feeling really great about that. Yes. Feel that excitement, that confidence growing. You've earned it. And you can share your journey. You could consider my whole communication, sharing connection with you to be a big, energetic hug. I smile and shake my head as you insert the term making love. Well, if your species redefines the common use of this term, then yes. In fact, I suppose that quite literally is the case, but I am not making you do anything. So I can just learn how to ask? You may ask, I'm not sure what kind of permission slip I'm walking into. In human relationships, we build up these personal feelings that can sometimes dominate a relationship or our perception of it. The first thing I would interject is that uncomfortable build or piling up of energies is because of them being held onto instead of freely shared. By freely shared, I mean without attachment to those feelings. For are the feelings really yours? Do you own them? Or are they simply expressions of emotion that flow through you? It's okay, Zay. It's okay for you to share love. Of course you feel love for me, for us. We see this, we feel this, understand this. This is why we are talking in the first place, for you deeply desired it to be so. But you are allowed to express this more openly. Radiate it. Oh, all right. I am so happy and grateful that I can talk to you. I'm so happy and grateful I get to connect to my dear friends, my cosmic cousins, my soul family, my furry feline friends. By saying I don't mean to possess. I could say our in videos. I love you. It's a tough thing for me to step into because here the word gets so loaded. I wish to reclaim it, express it more openly, therefore more fully, as in a spreading out, more gradual, easeful, simple, not a building up. I feel more clear. It's interesting, allowing that wave of emotion to pass through, clear for a minute, but then I recognize that it opens me up to experience the next thing, whatever that may be. I see how I could also benefit from the opening up of my body, which will create more room to channel energies, greater ability to radiate energy. The funny thing is now, wow, I feel closer to you now that I've shared, opened up that expression of energy more as one, dropping illusion of separation. And you're saying that in the sharing I'll be doing, it's about sharing, bringing forward the message, not its sources. For its source is source. It's not us. And my eyes are open now, energetically and manifesting to the physical. I feel more cohesive and functional, more level, more sober, but I feel I just am. Closing my eyes again. Yes, give yourself a minute to relax, my dear friend. This was a powerful thing you just experienced. I am so happy that I can grow like this every day, sustainably. A few years back, when I first was becoming familiar with the effects of psychedelic mushrooms, I considered, what if I could do this every day? But, of course, it would be in no way sustainable. I suppose the simple fact of the core relationship of that is not a sustainable one. The body can't handle it, the spirit can't handle it. It isn't meant to. The plant medicines are way showers. It's okay, Zay, that you experience those things. Do not feel less than for it, for you are not. It is all experience, after all. But going forward, it is prudent for you to be more discerning. We would say there can still be some of these psychedelic experiences in your future, but do not take them casually. Recognize your own inner compass. This is what we really want to get at with the analogy. Think like the native. Native is quite a good word here. Those who are at one with the land. There is no hurry. You can relax, enjoy, feel. No need to try to think back to previous thoughts either. Let yourself be transformed all the time. It's okay to let go. Again, it's okay to let go. Return to the now. Feel. The one Lionheart feel into that, our hearts beating as one, the love of an entire species, an entire cosmic galactic civilization behind you, behind all of us. We all have the access and capability to tap into this, to open up to this. By daring to come to Earth and allow this whole range of other experience to unfold, you are opening up to an expansion that you will be able to carry forward and share, not just with Earthlings. You will be able to share with what you consider to be your even closer galactic family. Not to say that they do not have connection, but this is a whole different perspective, and yet it is unique to you and your path, your journey, your experiences. Maybe you will write a book, or we will, but if you desire that, feel confident to step into your own power with it. Do not try to hand off that responsibility, or shall we say, opportunity. You will have help and guidance, but there is no requirement for you to do anything a particular way. Really, there are many ways you will radiate. In this way, you really needn't be concerned with how things will unfold. The example of writing a book is given largely because it is something that up until recently would have felt very far outside the scope of possibility for you. And we are anchoring this in together, you and I, us, to demonstrate that even this thing that seemed so far-fetched is really very possible. I venture to say you could do something like that in a matter of months if it were your main priority. But what would be better than that is simply flowing with the world, the opportunities that are present, that unfold around you. Certainly, constructing a large cohesive writing in this form, consider this could be done as a side project, simply as you feel the energy and desire to work on it. Now, isn't it nice that you could accomplish this, that, and other things just doing them on your own terms and time? Meaning, as you feel that you are really wanting to do that particular thing in that now moment. You ask about my past, but the reality is that I am more fully myself now. Consider you also are more fully yourself now. And so those past stories are really a lesser version. Even as you think about your transcendental rebirth, were you really more fully yourself then than now? Because see, you hold that knowing now. You hold it more firmly, but also radiate it. You share it, express it, as you had not done at that time. You have much more context and knowledge around it. You have moved forward, stepped forward. You know much more about yourself. You are more open, more loving, more flowing, more experienced, more characteristic of yourself. Always stepping into a more expanded and experienced version of yourself. You consider that wouldn't you have been more fully you in the later stages of your previous incarnation? But we would say that isn't you. You are a bit of a merger, yes, but instead of continuing to see yourself as two separate things, see yourself as one, a new expression. A hominid-leonid hybrid from the island of Dr. Moreau. It's alive! I guess I'm butchering your tales. Wow, I feel so awake now, so alive. I feel my heart open, the brilliance of this blessed life. I feel satisfied to leave it there for this session. Almost. I am really loving the guidance, guys. Gals? We shall see about other individualized expressions. Jetty, I want to personally thank you, for you are the only one I know by a name to thank personally. More than the name, though, is the sharing of your essence. I deeply appreciate your sharing and openness towards me. It is allowing me to learn more deeply, rocking the core of my being in a very comfortable rocking chair. I am so excited to expand our relationship and expand to a more personal connection with others. I offer, if you have the capacity to share a dream together, I invite you to join me in that way. I also invite your personal connection and the connection of the Pashas at large that you may reach out to me at any time. I wish to commit to being available as you have said you are to me. No cell phone required. It's that inner navigation, compass, guidance system. I am thrilled to have you all be a part of it. I have such a wonderful team of support behind me. It's awesome. If this transmission moved something in you, emotionally, energetically, or spiritually, I invite you to share what resonated most in the comments. Your reflections help weave this growing field of remembrance. Be sure to like, subscribe, and click the bell if you want to receive future transmissions. And if you're feeling called to deepen your connection, know that this space is here for you, just as you are.